Welcome to Echoes of History. Today we're embarking on a comprehensive journey into one of the most revolutionary periods in human history, the Bronze Age. Spanning from approximately 3300 BCE to 1200 BCE, this era witnessed profound advancements in technology, warfare, agriculture, trade, and the rise of the first great civilizations. In this video we will explore the major societies of this era, their achievements, and the pivotal events that shaped the world. Welcome and enjoy. The Bronze Age was defined by the discovery and widespread use of bronze, an alloy made from copper and tin. This period marked a leap in human capability as bronze tools and weapons were far stronger and more durable than their stone predecessors. The discovery of bronze was a game changer, allowing societies to build larger cities, enhance agricultural production, create intricate art, and develop powerful military forces. Bronze tools and weapons had a profound impact on agriculture. With stronger plows, humans could till larger fields, boosting food production. This supported larger populations, leading to the rise of cities and complex societies. Weapons, too, were transformed. Bronze swords, axes, and spears gave armies a formidable advantage in battle. The Bronze Age saw the rise of the first true civilizations, where people settled into organized communities with systems of writing, law, and governance. The most notable civilizations during this era were those of Mesopotamia, Egypt, the Indus Valley, China, and the Aegean Sea. These regions not only laid the groundwork for the modern world, but were also interconnected through complex trade networks. Mesopotamia, often called the cradle of civilization, lies between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers in what is modern-day Iraq. This fertile region gave rise to some of the world's first major cities and empires. The first people to settle in this region were the Sumerians, and by around 3000 BCE, they had built thriving city-states like Ur, Uruk, and Lagash. One of Mesopotamia's most enduring contributions to history was the development of writing. The Sumerians invented cuneiform, the first system of writing, around 3200 BCE. Initially used for keeping track of crops and trade, cuneiform evolved into a tool for documenting laws, literature, and religious texts. One of the most famous stories from this era is the Epic of Gilgamesh, which tells the tale of a king's quest for immortality. Sumerian society was also highly advanced in terms of governance. Each city-state was ruled by a king who served both as a political leader and as a high priest. The ziggurat, a massive stepped temple, stood at the center of each city and was believed to be the earthly home of the gods. By the 18th century BCE, the city of Babylon rose to prominence under King Hammurabi, who is best known for creating the Code of Hammurabi, one of the earliest and most complete written legal systems. The code contained laws covering a wide range of topics, from property rights to punishments for criminal acts. It was based on the principle of an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Mesopotamia was also a hub of trade, connecting the ancient world through its network of rivers and roads. Goods like wool, grain, metals, and luxury items moved through Mesopotamia, linking it with regions as far as Egypt and the Indus Valley. To the west of Mesopotamia, the Nile River gave life to ancient Egypt, often referred to as the gift of the Nile. Egypt's history during the Bronze Age is marked by the rise of powerful pharaohs, monumental architecture, and a sophisticated system of writing called hieroglyphics. The stability provided by the Nile's predictable flooding allowed for abundant agriculture, which supported a large population and enabled the construction of Egypt's iconic pyramids. The early Old Kingdom period saw the construction of the Great Pyramids at Giza, built as tombs for pharaohs like Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure. These massive structures were designed not only to ensure the pharaoh's safe passage to the afterlife, but also to demonstrate their divine power on earth. During the Middle Kingdom and New Kingdom periods, Egypt expanded its influence through trade and conquest. Pharaohs like Thutmose III and Ramses II led military campaigns into Nubia and the Levant, using their bronze weapons to subdue their enemies and secure valuable trade routes. Egypt's military prowess was reflected in their use of chariots, bronze-tipped spears, and shields. One of the most notable pharaohs of this era was Ramses II, who ruled for 66 years during the 13th century BCE. Ramses II is best known for his military victories, including the famous Battle of Kadesh against the Hittites, and for his architectural achievements such as the temples at Abu Simbel. Egypt's connection to the wider Bronze Age world was solidified through its trade networks. Egyptian merchants traded gold, grain, papyrus, and luxury goods like ivory and ebony with other major civilizations, including Mesopotamia, the Aegean, and the Indus Valley. The Indus Valley civilization, located in modern-day Pakistan and India, was one of the largest and most advanced societies of the Bronze Age, yet it remains one of the least understood. Flourishing from around 2600 BCE to 1900 BCE, the cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro were marvels of urban planning, with grid-like streets, drainage systems, and even public baths. Unlike other Bronze Age civilizations, the Indus Valley had no monumental temples or palaces, and its people left behind no royal tombs or elaborate art. Instead, they focused on practical achievements like city planning, trade, and agriculture. Their script, known as the Indus script, remains undeciphered to this day, leaving much of their culture shrouded in mystery. The Indus people were master traders, dealing in goods like cotton, lapis lazuli, copper, and timber. Their trade networks extended across Mesopotamia, Central Asia, and beyond. Some evidence even suggests contact with the Persian Gulf and Egypt. The reasons for the collapse of the Indus Valley civilization around 1900 BCE remain unclear. Some theories point to changes in climate, such as drought or the shifting of the Indus River, while others suggest internal decline or invasion. Far to the east, China was developing its own unique civilization during the Bronze Age. Centered around the Yellow River, the earliest Chinese dynasties, including the Xia and Shang Dynasties, were laying the foundations of Chinese culture, politics, and technological advancement. The Shang Dynasty, which ruled from around 1600 BCE to 1046 BCE, is known for its sophisticated use of bronze. The Shang produced some of the most intricate bronze vessels and weapons of the era. These items were used in rituals to honor ancestors and communicate with the gods, reflecting the deep spiritual and ceremonial importance of bronze in Shang society. Chinese cities during this time were fortified, with walled settlements that served as political and religious centers. The Shang kings ruled with the support of a powerful priesthood, using oracle bones to seek divine guidance on important matters like warfare, agriculture, and governance. The Shang also developed a system of writing, one of the oldest known in the world. Chinese characters used during the Bronze Age evolved into the modern script still used today. This writing was often inscribed on tortoise shells and bones to ask questions of the gods or to record important events. The Zhou dynasty, which succeeded the Shang around 1046 BCE, would later introduce the concept of the mandate of heaven, a belief that rulers were chosen by divine forces. This idea would become a central pillar of Chinese political philosophy for centuries. Across the Aegean Sea, two distinct Bronze Age civilizations emerged: the Minoans on the island of Crete and the Mycenaeans on mainland Greece. These cultures played a pivotal role in shaping the later development of classical Greek civilization. The Minoans were known for their impressive palaces, particularly at Knossos, which served as political, religious, and economic centers. Minoan art and architecture were highly sophisticated, with frescoes, pottery, and jewelry, reflecting a love of nature and the sea. Their extensive trade network connected them with Egypt, the Levant, and Anatolia, allowing them to amass wealth and influence. The Mycenaeans, on the other hand, were a warrior culture. They built massive fortified cities like Mycenaean Tiryns, and were known for their elaborate shaft graves and tholos tombs, which housed the remains of their rulers, along with grave goods made of gold and bronze. The Mycenaeans also feature prominently in later Greek mythology, with Agamemnon, king of Mycenae, leading the Greek forces in the legendary Trojan War. The Linear B script, used by the Mycenaeans to keep administrative records, is an early form of Greek writing and provides valuable insight into their society. However, by the end of the 12th century BCE, Both the Minoan and Mycenaean civilizations collapsed, possibly due to a combination of natural disasters, internal strife, and invasion. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Bronze Age was the vast network of trade and cultural exchange that connected distant civilizations. Goods like metals, textiles, spices, and luxury items traveled along trade routes that stretched from Mesopotamia and Egypt to the Aegean, Anatolia, and even as far as India and China. The Mesopotamians traded wool, grain, and metals with their neighbors, while the Egyptians exported gold, papyrus, and linen. The Indus Valley civilization provided cotton, timber, and precious stones, while Minoan and Mycenaean traders played a key role in the exchange of goods between Europe and the Near East. This interconnectedness helped spread technological innovations, such as bronze-making techniques, as well as ideas about religion, art, and architecture. The Bronze Age was truly a time of globalization in the ancient world. By around 1200 BCE, the Bronze Age came to a sudden and violent end in many parts of the world. This period is often referred to as the Bronze Age collapse, and its causes are still debated by historians. Possible explanations include climate change, natural disasters, famine, internal rebellions, and the arrival of mysterious groups known as the Sea Peoples, who are believed to have attacked and destroyed major cities across the eastern Mediterranean. The collapse led to the fall of great empires like the Hittites, the Mycenaeans, and the New Kingdom of Egypt. In many places, writing systems were lost, trade networks broke down, and cities were abandoned. This ushered in a period of chaos and decline, often referred to as the Greek Dark Ages. Despite the collapse, the legacy of the Bronze Age endured. The advances in technology, writing, art, and politics laid the foundation for future civilizations. It was an era that changed the course of history and left an indelible mark on the world we live in today. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Bronze Age. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Echoes of History.